Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Go to Be a Java Programmer. Today is day 41 of our coding journey. In today's session, we'll be discussing why inheritance is needed in Java. Inheritance is a fundamental concept in object-oriented programming and it allows us to create a new class that is based on an existing class. Let's dive in and understand its importance. Okay, we're going to have a look at what inheritance is. So, before getting into inheritance, we need to understand the difference between two main words, his and has. Now, what this has is basically is, okay, what is? So, okay, let me first tell about has. Just let me give an overview about has and let us see in detail about is. So, what has is, basically how is will have TV, computer, washing machine, fridge, and all other commodities. So something which contains various things is basically known as has, right? So of course, a car will have brake, wheels, seat, belt, etc. So something which contains various things is known as has. Whereas what is, of course, computer can be in the form of a phone, laptop, desktop, right? So I can say that my smartphone is a computer. My laptop is a computer. Of course, there's a car called Porsche. Porsche is a car. Benz is a car. Why we call Benz is a car? Because it basically contains the features of a car, and that's why we call Benz is a car. We doesn't call Benz has a car, right? Of course, we call Benz has a brake because it contains brake. I hope you have understood the difference between S and has. And inheritance mostly contains this has is okay. Now let's say I want to create a class called calci, and of course this calci will have various methods like add off, sub off, mul off, and zip off. Okay, so of course this one will be having various methods. Now what if I needed something else like a more advanced calculator, like scientific calculator, where more advanced features like sine, cos, tan, all these things I needed. So for that I'll be creating advanced calculator. Of course, even an advanced calculator must have the basic things what a calci has, right? The add, sub, mul. So what I'll be doing, I'll be of course taking the same add, sub, mul, div, and sign off, turn off, and so other methods. So other many methods. Now this part is fine because it's new which we are creating. Now this is, we already have this in the class calc. Now why do we need it to create it again here? So in order to avoid that, we can just make use of this one here. And this is known as inheritance. Of course, what is inheritance? The parents' money goes to the child, right? The property of the parents can be go to child and it is accessible by the child, and this is known as inheritance. Of course, this can be called as parent class or a super class. Of course, a base class. And the other class which is gonna make use of this class is, can be called as the child class, the subclass, and derived class. Of course, when we call it as parent class, it must be mentioned as child class, and when it is called as a superclass, we'll be mentioning this as subclass, and when it is being mentioned as base class, we'll be mentioning it as derived class. I hope you have understood the difference Not difference basically. Of course, the difference between parent class and child class, and what is inheritance basically, and why do we need it, right? Thank you. Inheritance is a powerful feature in Java that promotes code reusability, extensibility, modularity, and method overriding. It allows us to build on existing code and create a more structured and maintainable application. Thank you for joining me on day 41 of our Let's Code to be a Java programmer. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified about our daily coding sessions. See you tomorrow for day 42. Happy coding!